Hi everybody, this is Dr. Banarji, shoulder specialist from Sakra World Hospital. Many a times we do get people asking what is the ideal posture I should maintain while I am working in my office. So we do understand that we all need to sit and work for several hours. Nowadays, it's since post-COVID, people have to sit and work from their home, or they have to work in the office for long hours. It can go from 8 hours to 10 hours to 12 hours many times. So it's very important that you maintain a right posture when you are working. So what is that right posture? So before we go into right posture, see, what is more important is that if your body is in a right condition, invariably by default you will maintain a right posture. If your core muscles, if your postural muscles, if your back muscles, if your shoulder muscles are good enough, by default you maintain a right posture. If your muscles are weak, if your core muscles are weak, if your thigh muscles are weak, or if your back muscles are weak, invariably you attain a wrong posture. Okay, that is one scenario. The other thing is, when you sit for long hours, if you sit and work for long hours, your muscles will go into fatigue and you attain something called a crouched posture. Your back muscles will get fatigued and you attain a posture where your back muscles is bent. Your spine is bent and then you tend to bend forwards. Your neck will droop forwards, your spine will bend and you tend to work like this. What happens when you do that? When your spine is bent forwards, there is a pressure in the neck. The weight of the head is around 5 to 6 kilos and it goes at one point called C5, C6, and then you will get neck pain or upper back pain. And when you are sitting and working in this position, your shoulders are drooped forwards and you are leaning and working like this. Then what happens? Your shoulder muscles are propped forwards and the space between your collarbone and the shoulder joint gets narrowed, then you get shoulder pain. And since you are drooping forwards and working, your upper back muscles are fatigued, then you get pain on the medial aspect or the middle of the spine. And since you are bending forward and working, you will get lower back pain. And since your knee is bent too much, you try to bend like this and work, you will get anterior knee pain and then your heel pain. So these are the common postural things you suffer. So how do you maintain this? So if you want to prevent these things, one need to do regular exercises, at least some basic stretching exercises, some regular walking and some form of weight training at least 2-3 times in a week. Okay, but minimum of walking and minimum stretching everybody needs to do. That's one thing. Other thing is, how do I sit properly? So when you are sitting, your spine should be erect, your hip should be bent at 90 degree, your knee should be bent at 90 degree, your elbow should be bent at 90 degree, and when you are working, your desktop should be at your elbow level or just above the elbow level, and when you are working, your desktop should not be at a too higher level that you have to lift your arm and work, so that your, as I said earlier, the space in the shoulder joint doesn't get reduced, and your monitor should be at the eye level or just below the eye level. So this is the ideal posture. If you maintain that, you will not have shoulder problems. And if you need to work for long hours, it's always better that you take short breaks. Every 45 minutes, you can take a break of 1 or 2 minutes. That's the ideal one. Okay, whatever said and done, as I said, I told earlier, if your body is toned up, if your muscles are strong, you will not have the postural problems. But maintaining right posture at the work is very, very essential. Thank you.